The butterfly technique originates from the breaststroke. Pull and kick were derived from the fastest stroke, the freestyle. As this technique had soon reached a high level of popularity amongst athletes, it was decided to create a new discipline with the butterfly stroke. The butterfly stroke, with its wave-like kick similar to the movement of a dolphin's fin, is a very fast stroke. Contrary to popular opinion, this technique can already be taught to children at an early age. Inhaling starts as the arms are flung out of the water by sliding the chin slightly forward and only lifting the head, not the trunk. Inhaling ends when the face enters the water, at the moment when the arms pass the shoulder line. Air is generally inhaled during every second pull. During the entire movement, the body moves on a flat, wave-like line. The head maintains its natural position to the spine, looking forward and downward. During the entire movement, pelvis and thighs lie as high as possible in the water. The kick starts at the trunk, with the movement being transmitted wave-like from the pelvis to the thighs and lower legs down to the feet. Hip and knee joints are angled only slightly during the movement. The result is an uninterrupted, flexible kick similar to the movement of a whip, with feet slightly turned inwards, preventing a kick solely from the knees. Upon immersion of the hands at shoulder width, the shoulders and arms are thrust out without sinking and start immediately to displace water. During the pull phase, the hands pull with acceleration slightly outward, with elbows lifted and fixed in swimming direction. The upper arms are moved towards the trunk and the hands along the hips in a powerful accelerating movement. The arms are accelerated until fully stretched and emerge from the water. The arms are then loosely swung across the water and as far forward as possible. A well-coordinated kick keeps the lower part of the body in a horizontal, high position, guaranteeing optimum propulsion between pulls. Two kicks are carried out during every pull. Simultaneously with the immersion of the hands, the hips are raised. Summary of the 3 key points for the butterfly stroke. The flowing rhythm must be intensely learned on land without passive gliding phase after immersion of the hands. Hands and forearms are anchored in the water by a distinctive elbows to the front posture. Arms are relaxed and are flung forward as far as possible. For all racing dives from the block, 2 initial position options exist. In case of the grab start, the swimmer stands on the start block with slightly bent legs with the toes gripping the edge of the block. The other starting option is the so-called track start, during which the stronger leg rests slightly further back on the toes. The fingers grip the front edge of the start block. The weight is displaced forward onto the balls of the feet. The head is slightly retracted. Upon diving, the swimmer pushes off to the front while the arms swing forward. The pelvis is first lowered, then moved forward with the knees bending even further. As soon as the lower legs have reached the horizontal position, the legs push off explosion-like to the front. During the flight phase, the body lies horizontally in the air, with the hands already aiming towards the point of immersion. In a stretched out body position, arms, trunk, and legs enter the water at a gentle angle, and at the same point during immersion without causing excessive splashing. After entry, head and arms steer the body into the horizontal position in order to avoid diving too deep. During the underwater phase, the speed is kept high with short, rapid kicks. At the end of the gliding phase, the swimmer slowly approaches the water surface so that upon the first butterfly pull, the head and shoulder girdle emerge from the water. The swimmer swims towards the wall at full speed. Both hands simultaneously touch the wall with the elbows slightly bent. In a quick movement, the legs are pulled in underneath the body. At the same time, one arm is actively moved forward underwater so that the body tilts into the swimming direction. The feet are placed laterally and parallel against the wall, whilst the other arm is swung forward above water in swimming direction. The legs push explosively off the wall, and the body then turns from a side into the prone position. During the underwater phase, the speed is kept high with short, rapid kicks. Upon the first pull, the head and shoulder girdle emerge from the water at a gentle angle.